All right, let's move on to our next topic. So let's talk about Chad Powers. I never thought in my entire world or existence that I would be talking about Chad Powers on my podcast. I really honestly had no clue whatsoever. And excuse me as I say hi to people in the chat. Thank you guys for all the likes, and I appreciate all the love that I'm getting in the live chat as I'm doing this podcast. So definitely plug for the podcast on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Much love. I appreciate it, guys. So Chad Powers. I will tell you this. Eli Manning did two great things. He became Tom Brady's kryptonite, and ruined what would have been the most insufferable undefeated season by any team in the NFL of all time. And he brought us Chad Powers. So Chad Powers, if you don't know what Chad Powers is, first of all, there's a show right now on Hulu of the Chad Powers character. Basically what it is, it's a washed up collegiate quarterback who walks on to a program and earns the starting job at a program at the university that he's at. So it was a prank that Eli Manning did at I believe it was Ole Miss, to be able to kind of mess with some people and stuff like that, right? Because the idea was this NFL caliber quarterback coming in, just looking like a dope, but ultimately like schooling all these college kids, right? So they decided to make a Hulu series out of this, and I can't tell you, the harshness that I rolled my eyes when I first saw this was unreal. It just looked dumb, right? But when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, it has Glenn Powell in it. Okay, it has Steve Zahn. It has Perry Matfield, which if you don't know who she is, she plays Ricky on the show. She was the star of another show on Netflix called In the Dark, where she played a blind individual in that show. And she did it so well that I honestly thought she was really blind. Like, whenever I saw her in Chad Powers, I Googled if she was actually really blind. So I was like, okay, the cast looks pretty good. I was traveling. I was in Wichita for work. So I was like, all right, fine. I'll check it out. Let's see this. Chad Powers. Watched the first episode. Thought it was the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It was literally, it was so incredibly stupid. And the way that they have Glenn Powell portraying Chad Powers, I was like, this is going to get annoying quick. So I said, you know what? I have nothing else to do. I'm playing my Switch. Let me just watch episode 2. Episode 2 was a little bit better. Then I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and jump on in. I'll watch episode 3 just for shits and giggles. And I'll be damned if at the end of episode 3, I wasn't looking forward to episode 4. This show that is dumb and is idiotic, and the premise is ridiculous. It's actually a pretty funny show, and it really started to find its stride in episode 3. So there's still 3 more episodes left in it, but I will tell you, like, I was shocked to actually come around and like this episode. If you haven't seen it but you're a football fan, it definitely is a show to be able to check out and watch. But I will tell you, it can be a hard watch. It's kind of ridiculous at the beginning, and the first couple episodes you really have to push through to kind of get it, because the humor in it just wasn't great. But again, episode 3 really started to find its stride, primarily once they got more into the football aspect of the show, and it wasn't just the lead up and build up of it and the Chad Powers character. So looking forward to seeing what episode 3 or what episode 4, 5, and 6 has in store for us as they kind of close it out. But I wanted to throw it up on your radar. I just thought, I actually am looking forward to the next episode.